Good afternoon, Brandon. Okay, here we go. So we've got a couple of severe thunderstorms to the northeast of Dodge City ahead of the draw line, rapidly moving northeast. As these continue to move east, we're going to start seeing damaging tornadoes now as they get on farther east here, Greensburg, and they get over this area. These storms that are already severe are going to start producing damaging tornadoes to the east of this current line right now. Other thunderstorms are rapidly exploding now across northwest Oklahoma, west central Oklahoma. The most interesting one right now came out of Canadian Texas. It's entering northwest Oklahoma. It's going to be southwest of Woodward. It is going to track to Woodward. Matter of fact, that is the Woodward. That is this heavy storm right now, not severe, rapidly developing. And then you got the line on up there up at Laverne. That's in northwest Oklahoma, northwest. But that's the big storm I've got right now back to my west. And that storm is already rotating. Again, no tornado warning. It's not warranted yet, but that storm is already starting to show signs of rotation. It's getting its act together quite heavy right now. And the draw line's unzipping all the way back to the southwest. Let's look at that. So as that continues to back build down the draw line, new storms are back building. This is a storm coming out of northeast Texas Panhandle, and you can see right there it's going to head up to Woodward. It's exploded now. That's just southeast of Canadian. I'm going to stop the loop here, and we'll get to this last frame here and just stop it. You can see that's the storm. There's the storm severe of southeast of Dodge. This is the storm now across into Oklahoma. It's exploding. It's unzippering now. It's going to be down to Wheeler. You got storms almost bubbling hard now, all the way down to the Shamrock area and even west of Childress, right? So they're going to have a couple tornadic storms come off this draw line and move east. And so as that happens, they're going to march east. So anyway, we'll see how this unfolds over the next hour or two, but that's kind of the general idea. Another thing I wanted to show you is the Texas Tech model, which is interesting, which kind of goes with some of the other models I've been talking about. And we'll let this play through, and then I'll slow it down here so you guys can see it. This is the new morning update. Of course, we got the storms up and running now, so we'll do this real slow here and get this thing going. So it has storms. It has storms up north of Woodward right now, and this is the storm at 5 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock now, so it thinks the storm coming out of Canadian is going to be just near or south of Woodward. It's pretty close. It's not perfect, but it's close, which is the storm that's back to my west right now. This is where the model thinks it's going to be at close to the 5 o'clock time frame. And if you'll notice, I stepped this through. That kind of goes east over toward Enid. You got some tornadic storms in southern Kansas there, southwest of Wichita, and then as we get in that 6, 7 o'clock time frame, when the low level jet warms up, starts ramping up. Then just east of Sealand here, Watauga area, these storms going into extreme tornadic storms start based on this model, and they start tracking east, right? Heading to the I-35 corridor, also heading over toward the general direction of Stillwater, and then also north of Oklahoma City. And that's going to be Guthrie, and that's going to be southern Payne County. So you can see these models as you get toward that 7, 8 o'clock time frame. It's got a number of tornadic storms both approaching Tulsa, north of Oklahoma City, just northwest Oklahoma City Metro. And when you see big long tracks like that, that means bad stuff's happening, right? So it's just one model, but it gives you an idea of things that are possibly forthcoming over the next couple hours as this winds, this thing gets underway. Tornado watch is still effective 11. Tornado watch PDS 189, so that continues, and then so all that stuff is happening right now, and we can kind of go from there and see how this unfolds. But that's kind of the idea right now of how this is going to unfold. But like I say, we'll see how this individual storms and take shape. A lot of times during these outbreaks, you don't know if you're going to have like short line segments like this, or if you get an individual storm. Like right now, this is an individual storm, which is much more conducive for damaging tornadoes. Right, this storm has already got that look to it. It's got that V-notch look. It comes back to this very tight, this very tight back in here. You start seeing structure like that, and again, it's just heavy. A lot of inflow in it. Not tornadic yet. It's just a heavy. It's not even severe yet, but this storm is continuing to intensify, and it's going to be rocking its way up toward and probably very close to just south of Arnett, and it's got it tracked very close to Woodward, Moreland, and then it'll go on up here to Arlen and Alva as the evening goes on here later on this afternoon. But anyway, watching these storms, they've got a lot of lightning. Again, that's just to my west. Got a dome now developing on the just over the top there. I'm out here in Western Oklahoma. Got some windmills and some prairie grass fields. Just beautiful out here. But anyway, that's the storms storm's got a little bit of a back shear, and you can also see, if you look pretty closely, you can see the storms are back building. Not only from that storm, I can see storms already back building. Brand new towers back building down to Shamrock, back well distant my southwest about 80 to 90 miles. I can see new towers exploding. This new tower south of the one that's heavy now, I've got a brand new tower exploding rapidly now south of this big guy right here. So I can visually see this big storm here, back shear anvil. This guy is now hyper exploding. So we're going to have 2 or 3 intense supercells along and north of the I-40 corridor, rapidly coming into western and northwest Oklahoma. My model says, and most models agree, once these storms get approximately, they may tornado before this line, but once they get a Watauga, Sealing, Loga, down here at Clinton line, once they get east of that line, they should go into high tornado, extreme tornado production. This is kind of the magic line per se, that it's things are really going to high gear once they pass this area. So low-level jets ramped up. You got 70 dew points now on the latest mesonown. This is going to be approximate. It's not exact. You got 70 dew points approximately coming up like this right now, and they're coming up. They're starting to surge up this way. So you got extremely explosive air mass surging north. 70 dew points. You got the storms west of that. It's going to tap this, and then something really, really bad is going to come out of this area right in here. Like, just again, guys, this is ballpark. It's just like this is the area that the bad stuff's going to happen, right? And then also we could have some tornadic storms come out of southwest Oklahoma. So that's a real quick update from western Oklahoma. Right now, watching these storms, just a heavy right now, not severe, but it's rapidly getting its act together. Partly cloudy to clear skies, and my temperature right now where I'm at is 84 degrees, 83 to 84, and ripping south winds. Right, look at the clouds, and you can see all the clouds are ripping north. I'll take you outside here real quick, and yeah, you can better get your bunkers ready. Let me show you something here. It's obviously the wind's blowing really, really hard, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool when you have you're out here by the windmills. You can see the wheat. Out here today, so we're generating some megawatts. I guarantee there's some megawatts being generated today here in western Oklahoma with these strong winds. Beautiful wheat, and again, in the ceiling area, and just beautiful area, beautiful country. But we got danger back west headed this way, and like I said, in about a couple hours, we should start having pretty high tornado production. Once we get in that 4 o'clock time frame, 4 to 5 as these rock east toward the I-35 corridor, approaching that 7 o'clock time frame. There's a big storm up at Laverne, Oklahoma. That's northwest of Woodward. It's going to race up into Kansas. That's rocketing northeast at 45 miles an hour. So this storm is moving northeast at about 35, 37 knots, about 40 miles an hour northeast. You can see the anvil's blowing off northeast with west-southwest flow, and that's coming out hard. And then we've got a new back shear anvil now. That's the second storm south of the one that's already up. That's heavy. It's going to go. This is going to go severe pretty soon, and then this one's going to go. And they're just unzipping down the dry line. So I'm prepared to say now we're going to have a tornado, full-scale tornado outbreak across Oklahoma. We're going to have numerous long track and violent tornadoes track from the northern part of the state across northern, northwestern, southwestern, and central northeast Oklahoma, and even south central Oklahoma. This is going to be a full-scale tornado outbreak with long track and extremely violent, destructive tornadoes. Pay attention to the warnings. Get your safe ready, like bathrooms, bathtubs, underneath the stairs. Get the kids' helmets. Get your helmets ready. Get your weather radio. Get your phones charged. Put your shoes in a safe place. So even if it's 8 or 9 o'clock tonight, it's after dark, keep all your stuff gathered together. So if the tornado warning goes out and you got to take shelter in case you get hit, you have all the stuff close to you, right? So anyway, it's tornado watch is underway, and expect tornadoes to start occurring here very soon in the next, probably in about an hour or so, hour to 2 hours. These will start producing tornadoes as they move into the deeper moisture and better wind shear. That's it from western Oklahoma on this PDS Tornado Watch. High risk, and everybody please be safe today. Thank you for tuning in.